David fits an OPI transform adhesive nail form to the finger, adjusting the C curve. He sculpts the free edge and overlays the natural nail plate with absolutely clear. Then he applies a bead of orange effects at the stress area. A bead of yellow effects near the cuticle, and a bead of green effects to the left side of the tip, stroking through the nail to create a translucent fade between the colors. Next, David applies a bead of shimmer effects to the stress area and a small bead at the cuticle, pulling the product forward. After allowing the product to cure, David shapes the free edges with a silver cushioned 180 file. He buffs the nails with an OPI level or fat file and an OPI smoother fat file. Then he applies one coat of rapid dry top coat. To form the flower petals, David applies small two-tone beads and sculpts them into a teardrop shape to form the petal of each flower. Then he drops a small bead into the center of the nail. To add interest, David varies the colors used for the two-tone beads throughout the entire set, making each nail an individual work of art. David adds the fine details and then finishes with a coat of rapid dry top coat. First, David creates a base for the design by sculpting a clear free edge and overlay. Then he applies a bead of yellow effects over the nail bed area. And a bead of red effects at the tip and blends the color back toward the yellow. He adds a bead of gold and a bead of silver effects and strokes the product out to the tip. David continues adding color beads until the desired color fade is achieved. Once the product is cured, David removes the form and shapes the nails with a white cushioned 150 file. Then he buffs the nail surfaces with the OPI leveler fat file. Then the smoother fat file, and dusts the nails with the fluffy. He then applies 1 coat of rapid dry top coat. To create the eye of the tiger, David applies a bead of white powder and sculpts it into the shape of an eye. Next, he applies a small bead of black effects to sculpt the iris. And places 2 tiny beads of white to create the illusion of reflection in the iris. He outlines the design with black effects, pulling it over the white slightly to shade the corner of the eye. To create the tiger stripes, David applies black effects to form uneven lines, varying the placement on the nail plate. Once the design is complete, David overlays the design with absolutely clear. He shapes the free edges with a white cushioned 150 file, buffs the nail surfaces with the OPI leveler fat file, then smoother fat file, and dusts the nails with the fluffy. One coat of rapid dry top coat finishes the look.